Good afternoon, my dear ones. Today we have Epiphany. I sincerely congratulate you on it. I don't know when this video will come out. It will be released later, but I think that the warmth of the soul and the greetings I want to pass on to you will still be felt when you watch this video. I don't want to stop our videos completely, so I'll still be filming something for you. And every winter I've had a tradition. I film which flowers still keep my garden looking green and alive. And today, even though it's January, I want to show you that nothing in the garden has frozen. My little garden is still alive, even though many flowers are sleeping and many are wintering. They're in the places where they need to spend the winter, but there's still something green, something beautiful. And when you step outside, you can still feel that life goes on. No matter what happens, there is always hope. And the main thing is, when you truly love someone, even winter can still be beautiful. So let's see what we have this year. Nothing has really changed. I'll show you what it looks like this year. As always, we have boxwood here. Of course, you should never forget about boxwood because it adds so much beauty. Here are two little trees on the veranda. You can see how nice it looks. Juniper. I'll make a separate video about junipers and other evergreens, what kinds there are and how to care for them. There are only a few small details. Anyone can grow them in a container garden, but there are a couple of things you should know. I'll film that. And here is boxwood again. What else do we have? Look, here are the heucheras. They're still small. In a couple of months they'll grow bigger, but still you can see them. I used to have geraniums here, and now it's heucheras. Next, you can see the pots where I usually have petunias and pansies, but now, for winter, I replaced them with green stonecrop. It's great, everything is still green. Next are our little palms. They're not really palms. We've filmed a lot about them. And here is Japanese grass. Look how beautiful it is. It really looks like a spider plant. It also gives us greenery. I have a lot of it. Don't ignore it in winter. And here are our palms again. They're actually dracaenas. Our dipladenia lasted for a long time, but now it's time, it's dying back. Still, it decorated everything for a long time. It's better to remove it. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to survive in the greenhouse. And down there is dipladenia too. But look how beautiful this palm is. I made a video about that. All right. What else do we have here? Juniper is very good. You should always have juniper. We had a small blue juniper in a pot over there. And this one is bigger, white, and spreading, but very beautiful. And you can always see this. Where there used to be petunias, now there are heucheras. What else? Now we'll also come closer to the little fir trees. Here's the path. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know it's always very beautiful here. It's always petunias and geraniums here. But this time of year, it can't look like that. Still, you can see the heucheras and ejiga. It adds beauty too. These are new little shrubs I planted in the fall, and in a month or two it will look much fuller and more lush. Next are our pots. I also talked about them before. These are our arrangements. They look beautiful in summer, but in winter they still add beauty and lift your mood. Now we'll walk over there, because there's a flower bed where geraniums make it beautiful in summer. But even in winter, you can see coral bells here too. They will fill out soon. Ivy, coral bells. Yes, this path is very beautiful and blooming all through the warm season. But even in winter, there is still something here. And here are our gods standing right by the driveway. This is also an evergreen. And here is a little flower bed. In summer it's decorated by geraniums that I plant here. I made a video about that. But look, stonecrop, a few clumps of Japanese forest grass, and coral bells. All that makes the flower bed feel alive. These are just planted in. I simply put them into the ground here. Blue stone crop and green stone crop. And everything still looks lively. It still feels cheerful. And now, let's go and see what we have this year. I want to show you this beauty. Just look, it's Epiphany, and the camellia is blooming. This camellia blooms for me in winter. How magical this is! Look at these delicate little flowers. It has been blooming for a few months already. It started blooming long before New Year's, and now it's January, and it's still this beautiful. It's just incredible. So when a camellia blooms in winter, it's really, really beautiful. And over there I have another beauty getting ready. It will stand by the entrance in spring. It already has big buds. They will turn into huge double red flowers. I also made a video about it. You see, it's getting ready. Later it will also go closer to the main entrance. And here I also have Daphne getting ready. Its little flowers are already starting to open. They are very small. That's how this variety is for me. Now it's starting to fill out. Later, before I place it by the main entrance, I'll clean it up. But these little flowers, they smell absolutely incredible. They're small, but when they open, the fragrance is amazing. If they're near the entrance, you walk into the house, and this wonderful scent greets you. It feels like you're walking into a blooming temple, full of beauty and flowers. And it's so nice when you come home, for example, after work. And this is what welcomes you. I have it here too, as always. What else do we have here? After New Year's, it gets a bit colder, so you need to tidy things up a little, clean and remove some things. But we still have Dusty Miller here. It adds its own beauty. And the little palms and ivy, as always, every year, we have them. They're not really palms, of course. I talked about that before. People just call them palms. They're actually dracaenas. And look, even this little jasmine gives greenery. It brings everything to life. So when you step outside, your mood immediately lifts. The garden may be sleeping, but still. Look, here we have coral bells, honeysuckle, stonecrop, and ivy. And look at this red grass. There's red grass, and next to it there's fluffy green grass and more coral bells. So on the veranda, because of all this, you can still feel life. And what else do we have? My favorite corner. This is my rock garden, my little stone garden. It's also half asleep, but you can see ivy, coral bells, okiba, different Japanese grasses, and fern, and the same little palms. So, you see, it's still green. You step out onto the veranda and you see all of this. Of course, everything is getting ready to wake up in spring, but still, something is even blooming. And you still feel that life goes on and that everything will be okay. So, my dears, my loved ones, that's it. I showed you my little garden, still alive in winter. I wish you lots of strength, lots of hope, and lots of kindness in your heart. When you watch this video, may you feel the warmth I'm sending you now, and my love. I really want that. I know you will feel it. I love you. Bye bye.